We all want to strive to do things to the best of our ability, but I'm here to tell you that being a perfectionist can be bad. Hey guys, hope you're well. My name is CLEZZA. I'm a rap artist, producer, and just generally a creative mind. I've been writing and making music now for about 10 years, and I'll tell you what, it's been quite a journey throughout those times. I've played at events all over the UK, I've worked with some amazing artists, and I've got music out on all your favourite streaming platforms. But most of you won't even know my name or even have heard one of my tracks. And reason for this, I believe, is partially down to the fact that I used to brand myself a perfectionist. Writing and recording tracks is always such a great experience. You know, you spend time writing the lyrics, maybe even produce the beat, and then you get into the studio, lay down the vocals, and it really feels like the whole thing's coming together. It's a great feeling. But let's say you go to the studio once or twice a month. You go to the studio, lay down your vocals, take the track away, listen to it, and you focus on one little word that you didn't quite say right. Maybe it's so small that no one else will notice it, but you notice it. And just because of the fact that you notice it, it bothers you, which is understandable. But what do? You focus on that 1 millisecond, that one bit which you think everyone else is going to hear, but realistically it's only going to be you. It's okay though, because you're going to go back to the studio next week so you can sort it out again next week. Next week comes, you edit out that one little bit that was bugging you, take it back, listen to it again. This time you pick out a breath that shouldn't be there. I think that breath sounds a bit too loud. It's okay though, you're gonna go back to the studio next week and take that breath out. Before you know it, you spent 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month, on essentially 2 milliseconds worth of imperfections in your track, when you could be spending that time writing another track, producing another beat, recording another track, or even planning how to promote and market your release. So let's just say that you do manage to get everything sorted and it's perfect to how you want it. By the time you've got everything sorted, you've listened to the track that many times, it's been that long since you first had that burning desire to release that track and get it sorted, that by now you don't even want to release it. But you need to understand that if no one else has heard it, it's going to be landing on fresh ears, it's going to hit for the first time for them. So just remember how you felt the first time when you listened to it, that feeling that you were so happy to, or you were so excited to get that release out. Now, I'm not saying release things where there's blatant issues or things that you can easily sort out. However, when your mind focuses on these imperfections and focuses on trying to be totally perfect, there is always going to be something that you could change to make better. Now, speaking from experience, I must have about 50 tracks on my hard drive that I've recorded over the past few years, and I've ended up not releasing because I've focused on trying to perfect them. These tracks are well over 5 years old, from back when I was a teenager, and there is no chance in hell that I'm going to be releasing them now, just because of how much I've evolved as an artist. But I regret not releasing them back then, because more people would have heard them, maybe even you, and more people would be following, more people would now be following the journey and understanding the change that has come with your music. So I just wanted to talk about that because it's been something that has hindered me over the years. Like I said, if I'd have released those tracks 5 years ago, now they'd be irrelevant. People may still go back and listen to them, but I'd have gained more followers from releasing it back then, gain more streams, more attention, and the music career would probably be a lot further on than it is now. So whether or not you're focusing on being a perfectionist, just go ahead and release your tracks. Don't hold back. There's always going to be something that you can change to make better, but don't let it hinder your progression.